truth about online gurus. There are so many people today on social media posing as gurus and experts in entrepreneurship and business and real estate and sales. The list goes on and on. And they're probably also trying to sell you a course, or they're trying to sell you an invitation to their mastermind that is super exclusive. Blah, blah, blah. How do we navigate this world? How do we know who to trust? Is it even worth going down these roads with these gurus? I'm going to tell you my personal opinions today. My name is Nate Jones. I run this channel. I make videos on entrepreneurship, business, how to start businesses, how to sell businesses, because I've done it, unlike some of these online gurus. So if you like that type of content, hit like and subscribe, and I'll be providing high quality content on the daily. Okay? Online gurus. Very interesting topic, and I think a lot of people don't talk about it because they're probably one of those people, right? So I'm going to give you 4 things today. Number 1, have they done what they're teaching? Do they practice what they preach? Preach it, pastor, right? Do they actually do it? You know, I can talk about business, buying a business, because number 1, I've started a business from scratch. And number 2, I have bought a business before as well. I've bought multiple businesses. Okay, so I can talk about those things because I've done them. I understand what it's like to start a business from zero and go from making tons of money to making no money and navigating that world. I understand what it takes to have a profit. I understand what it takes when you have tons of expenses and you're like, what the heck is going on? I understand how to make your company look attractive for investors. I understand these things because I do them, right? So the biggest question I always look at is, hey, does this guy do it? Is he actually doing it? Is he a guru? Is he an actual person who's actually doing this thing? If he isn't, or he or she isn't, then it's kind of like, hey, you're just talking on social media. You have no idea what you're talking about because you've never been there and done that. Okay, so that's the first question. Number 2 is, and this is kind of an interesting one, and this is the one that bothers me so much. Number 2 is, if they were successful at what they were teaching, why would they bother selling a course? Let me let that sink in. I always say, if you're so good and there is so much opportunity, then why aren't you just doing that thing? Right? A lot of people say, you can make billions and millions of dollars, right? You can, but are you doing that? Because if you're not doing that and you're just telling everybody else to do it, then where's the credibility? Right? Where is the credibility? And I'll provide an example. There's a ton of gurus. I own an insurance agency. That's one of the businesses I own. And I'll talk about it, why I post about why I own that in a second. And it's not to sell you insurance. It's to provide credibility that I run and own a successful business, okay? Transparently. The first thing is the gurus in the insurance industry. There's always a guy selling courses on how to sell insurance. Hey, come to my weekend getaway in this tropical place, blah, 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 you know. And I always say, if you were so good at selling insurance, you'd make $3 to $4 million a year at a minimum if you were that good. If you were that good and you had the secrets and you had the secret sauce and you were doing that, they wouldn't be selling courses because they'd be making $3 to $4 million a year. Because in my industry, if you're selling the insurance, there's not that much money in that kind of niche. You're only maxing out maybe $250, $300 a year, right? So you're making $300 a year when you can go make $3 or $4 million. That doesn't make sense. So, you know, they just don't want to do the hard thing. It's easier to sit in a chair and talk about it instead of go out there and doing it, right? That's what they want to do. They found a little success in it, and essentially, I've heard this from people, they just don't want to sell. They just don't want to scale a company. They would rather go around and make money and tell people how to do it. And whether or not that's a bad thing or a good thing, I don't really care, and I don't really care about the debate. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I don't want advice from somebody who's sold it, who doesn't want to go do it. The advice, I always say, the financial advisor, the mentor, the person that you really need advice from, number 1, they don't want to go give advice because they're too busy doing the actual thing. And number 2, they would be so expensive you couldn't afford them. Right? The best financial advisor is not the guy down the street who's got a little suite that he can barely pay for. The best financial advisor is somebody in New York City in a corner office that will never take your money because you don't have enough money, right? So I always say, if this person was so good, why are they messing around with this course? Why are they messing around with this mastermind? What's really going on there, right? And then number 3 is, where does the funnel lead? Okay? Where is this training a one-time thing? Do you really need the training? A lot of things I could have bought a course for, but I didn't buy a course for because I just digged around and figured it out. You're going to learn more by taking action than you are by buying a course. A lot of people will be selling, hey, this is the shortcut to success. You take my course, you don't have to do all the digging around. What you don't realize is you need to do the digging around because every business, every person is different. So you shouldn't just take, I have the massive template, I have everything you need. No, that's not true. Every business is different. Everybody has a different template. Everybody has something that works for them that wouldn't work for somebody else, okay? So stop saying, hey, this guy has been so nice that he set aside this course to help me be successful right away. No, that's not how it works, okay? And that person's making money on it. And now there is value in some of these courses that will be able to educate you, but I'm just saying if someone's selling you that you're going to make so much money and you have to have their course, then that's a red flag, okay? So, okay, I'll provide an example from my channel, okay? I don't sell courses. Essentially, if you were to look at the two businesses that are public on my link tree, so if you go to my bio and you look at the link tree transparently, I own Hampton Growth Partners, which is basically if you want to buy, sell, or grow your business, I want to be your partner if you fit what we're looking for. Okay, so if you're wanting to, let's say you're wanting to buy a business, right? And you don't know what business to buy, you've never done it, you don't want to make a mistake because it's a lot of money. Hey, I'll help you buy one. I don't charge you to buy one. I don't charge a management fee. I don't charge a a business broker fee. No, what I'm doing is I'm looking for the right person. You hit me up, you want to buy a business? Great. Let me understand who you are. And what I want to do is I want to help you buy that business. Number one, provide expertise. Number two, provide capital if it's needed. And if we really need to get it without debt, let's provide capital. Let's get this business going. And let me continue to be an equity partner with you. I want to partner with you. These other people don't want to partner with you. They want to take your money and walk away. I put my money where my mouth is. If I partner with you, you're with me because we're equity partners. I want to help you grow. The more you grow as a small equity share partner in your business, I make more money too. So you make more money, I make more money, we all win. It's not a unilateral agreement. A unilateral agreement is you pay me money, I provide a value that who knows if the value is worth the money? You don't even know, right? So I want to eliminate that. I don't want people to just pay me for no reason, right? And if you want to grow your business, the same thing. How can we come in? Can we provide capital? Can we provide expertise? What can we provide to help you grow your business? And if we help you grow your business, we make money, you make money too, right? How can we do that? How can we become partners? I'm looking for partners. I'm not looking for sales, okay? Do you want to sell your business? I want an opportunity to buy it, or I want an opportunity to connect you to one of our partners who may be interested in buying it to help you provide market pricing, good pricing, to buy your business. Because that's what I want to do. I want to go buy businesses because I actually practice what I preach. I want to buy businesses, I want to grow businesses, and eventually I want to sell those businesses off to private equity and make tons of money and then help people do that, right? If I have a minority share and I get all these businesses together and I say, hey, let's go present this to private equity, guess who makes a lot of money? You as a business owner. Yes, I make money too, but you would have made more money. You wouldn't have made as much money without me as you did with me. So we all win. We all make more money. Okay, so it makes sense for me that I'm not taking advantage of people. I'm not taking advantage. My goal is to help you grow. Okay, so I don't see where this is like anybody else where they're trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm looking for partners. And the majority of people that are going to reach out to us, we're not going to partner with because if we don't see that there's a promising person there that we want to be in the trenches with, we're not going to partner with you. Number two is Wexford Insurance. That's my insurance agency. This shows credibility that I have a successful business. If you want insurance, whatever, we can provide you a quote. I'm not here to sell insurance. No, I'm here to show you that I started a business from scratch. I bought other businesses within the insurance industry and that I own it and I grow it and I practice what I preach. So you go to my website, you call my company. That is a real company. We're a real company that's going through real growing pains of growth and expansion, okay? That's why that's there. I'm not trying to sell insurance to people. I'm trying to show you that, hey, I'm the guy who's actually doing it, that my phone will be having emails on Saturday on a real business, okay? So a lot of people don't have that. A lot of gurus don't have real businesses. Their real business is doing this, right? My thing is, hey, I want to buy businesses, and this channel will allow me to provide great advice to people. And if people use that advice and they just so happen to want to partner with me, then great. I can build a portfolio of businesses by partnering up with people and helping them make more money and helping me make more money. That's the only goal of this channel. It's not for me to make 10 cents for every view that I have. No, I don't care about that. I don't need that money. I make good money from my insurance agency, okay? Number 4 here, don't fall into the trap of chasing the golden nugget. What that means, I always picture this person chasing a golden nugget, but there's no golden nugget of advice that's going to convert you to success. And a lot of people, that's what TikTok's full of, that's what Instagram's full of. Every social media is full of people chasing a golden nugget that they're never going to get. They're waiting for the perfect advice to help them get off the couch and say, you know what, that one quote got me to get up and this is why I am where I am now. That one book did that. Well, that's never going to happen. You're on this treadmill of continuing to get little tiny things, of which primarily is the person's strategy to get you back and to subscribe to their channel, is that they're providing empty inspiration and motivation to make you feel good about yourself. You know, they actually done studies where you watch a video about motivation and inspiration that you feel like you've done something when you haven't done anything but sit on the couch. So people like to feel like they've done something, so that's why they come back to the hamster wheel of motivation when they don't actually do anything. You have to take action. I had a friend that I worked with at a previous role, and he read every single business book every single year. He was an expert on startup stories. He was an expert on different entrepreneurs that started stuff. He knew how to start a company. He would say all this stuff, blah, 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 have all these ideas, but he never used it. He still works as an employee. He's never started a business, but he knows so much about business, right? He fell in love with the hope instead of the work. And I'm telling you that you need to fall in love with the work. That, yes, there's some business books out there that will definitely help you. I have business books to my left and right that I really like. But hey, those books are nothing without action. We can shove that down because it doesn't mean anything. These things don't mean anything unless we take action. Okay? And a lot of people need to understand that take these books away. You can learn so much more by actually going out and doing stuff. Okay? So my advice for you is to navigate this waters, and the last resort, you should have to pay somebody. The last resort, you should have to pay somebody. You are trying to become successful, and I didn't pay anybody to get to where I am, and I don't think you should either. Okay? So if you like this type of content, again, I practice what I preach. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll be providing content to you to help you get to the next level so you can become the best version of yourself. Thanks.